In today's video, we're talking all about Elite Trainer boxes, specifically the Pokemon Center versions. Pretty much across the board in the Scarlet and Violet era right now, we're seeing an uptick in Pokemon Center ETBs. So we're going to talk about those. We're going to talk about the future of Elite Trainer boxes, and then we're also going to talk about something that I feel like isn't talked about quite as much, which is the collectability and displayability of Elite Trainer boxes. Because if you look behind me on my backdrop, you'll see that, I do have a Fusion Strike booster box here, and I have a Fusion Strike Elite Trainer box on display. And one of my bigger gripes, and I'm a booster box guy like through and through, but more specifically with what they've been doing recently with Scarlet and Violet, the booster boxes just don't look quite as good. And just even, I do think that the Sword and Shield era boxes look better, and we'll talk about that in a second. But just compared the Fusion Strike booster box to the ETB, what stands out to you more? Because there's more people getting into collecting sealed product. That's just the truth. It's growing. There's more people doing it, whether they're investing or collecting the sealed product. People want to have it on display. It's the cool thing to have. Nerdy stuff is becoming more popular. People want to show off some of their collections and stuff. And just when you look at just even this ETB versus the booster box, the ETBs just display so much better. And we're going to talk about what's been moving and what hasn't. But Destin Rivals, we need to talk about Destin Rivals PC ETBs, because these have shot up real big recently. 42% just in the past month. Now, this was an Elite Trainer box that was stagnant. You can see it was real high before release, and then release date 184, and it just really hung around 180 bucks for quite a while until recently. So now we just saw it break that $200 mark. It's continuing to climb. You can see the listed median price is around 350 on TCG Player. You're starting to see the supply drop, only 57 boxes. So this is a popular box. Obviously, this set has been getting a lot of attention. The booster box prices have been going up, although they have been dipping a little bit recently, but they're still over $300 per booster box. And we're looking at potentially, if sales keep going through, we could see Destin Rivals PC ETBs surpassing the booster box. That would be something that would be interesting to see, but as of now, they're currently at $260, and lowest listeds are actually a little bit lower than that right now, kind of around $250. So we'll have to see how these ones climb. I'll keep you guys updated. But as far as the displayability, I wanted to go back to that just for 1 second. Look at this Elite Trainer box that you're seeing on screen, and then look at this booster box. Now, it's just they changed. What they mainly did was, they've been doing this recently, is they left this, there's a lot of white, just blank space on these booster boxes, and that's my biggest complaint, is they just don't look quite as good. Now, when you look at this is one of the images a lot of people use. It looks much better. You got the thing popped up, you got the packs, there's so much color, it's filled in, but there's something about this white blank that just doesn't work for me. And you can see, like I was showing you behind me, for some of the other Sword and Shield or Scarlet and Violet boxes that have, at least they take the Pokemon trading card game and they put it big right here, and it fills out this void. Anyways, this is just a little thing, and it's been a little nitpicky for me, but I can see a scenario in which people really lean more towards Elite Trainer boxes and PC ETBs for sealed displaying moving forward, because this looks so much better and it's bigger. The boxes are bigger, they display better. Anyways, just a little side note of a little bit of a gripe that's been bothering me with the Scarlet and Violet era is the booster boxes. They just don't display well. And maybe they're doing that for a reason, because the booster boxes are meant to be open. There's just a ton of packs. Whereas the Elite Trainer boxes, they are more of a display piece, and it also makes them a little bit more desirable, because maybe in the past, Elite Trainer boxes were pushed to the side, and people didn't really like them quite as much as the booster box. But let's get back to what else is moving. Paldean Fates, PC ETB, past month up almost 30%, going from $236 up to over $300. And this is one of those ones, obviously the Bubble Mew doing most of the driving, most of the carrying of this set. But check out the listed median price again, $500. So we're creeping slowly towards a $500 Paldean Fates ETB, which just blows my mind, honestly. Comparative wise though, you look at what 151 is doing, and we'll talk about that in a second, and you start to go, well, if 151 is going to be 1,000, then this could be 500, right? So that kind of starts to make sense when you think of it from that perspective. But, you know, currently lowest listed right here are around $345, which is currently well above the market price and well above the most recent sale. So Paldean Fates, PC ETBs moving up. And another thing that drives people to these, and I feel like the only set that's been a little bit of an exception, is just the limited availability of these after release. With the exception of kind of Prismatic Evolutions, maybe that's the only exception that we've really seen. And we'll talk about that box, of course, when it comes up. Real quick here, too, also, leave a comment below. Let me know what your favorite PC ETB is, or just ETB in general. I'd like to hear what everyone's favorites are in the comments below. And then, obviously, we have... This is one of those other PC ETBs that really has led the way. When it comes to price movement, but also just a unique display piece. Because here's also the other reality of sealed product in general is, and unfortunately it always comes back to the dollar amount, but this is just really the true piece. The more expensive these get, the more people want to display them as well. And so there's just a certain aspect to be like, oh yeah, like here's I have a Paldea Evolved sealed thing and like PC ETB, and look at the colors and it pops. And I do have to admit that this does pop. I do like the look of this a lot with the starters. But anyways, enough about the looks. We're seeing this up not as much. It's slowed down a little bit because it is more expensive. 11% in the past 3 months, but it's still chugging up around 4% in the past month. Currently around $367, but once again, we're looking at another uptick. We're going to see some more price movement on this. There's only 27 boxes currently listed on TCG Player with the listed median price of $455. You guys can see right here. So that is indicative that we're going to see these prices continue to move. Look how many sold in the past month. Not that many, only 15, but we're going to start eating into what's currently available. And once this cracks $400, that'll be another interesting price point. So PC ETBs just continuing to go up, continuing to get expensive across the board. And then you have the big dog, which is 151. We've talked about 151 recently, so I won't talk too long about it. But look at the listed median price. This is going to happen at some point, whether you think that's a valid price for this box or not. That's just the truth. It's going to happen. It's an inevitability. It's like Thanos. It's going to happen. $762 current market price. Most recent sale at $800. Lowest listed at $868. And it's just one of those dominant sets with so much nostalgia. 151 going to continue to push the numbers. And this kind of is one of those... I like to view, especially the PC ETBs, I like to compare them currently to Sword and Shield era booster boxes, where you have your Evolving Skies leading the way kind of at like 2,500, 2,600-ish. And as that moves up in price, then the other boxes tend to move up in price and they kind of follow. You got your Lost Origin, your Fusion Strike following. Well, with PC ETBs, you have your 151 pushing the way. And then you go, okay, well, once this is 1,000... Like I said before, well, Paldean Fates can be 500, 600. And then you start to go, okay, well, what about some of the lesser ones? Well, maybe those should be $200, $300, right? And so there's a little bit of comparison, and this was going to be the one that leads the way. It's going to be the dominant one. And where the ceiling is on these things, we don't know, but there is an Elite Trainer box. Make sure you stay tuned to the very end of this video, because there is a little bit of an indicator of where Elite Trainer boxes can go that I did want to reference for Modern, and we'll talk about that at the end of the video as well. So 151, just obliterating everything when it comes to prices. But yeah, that's what we're seeing. And also check this out too. A year ago, $130, and now we're at 800. So wild gains, 470% there on the PC ETB. And then real quickly, make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications on. We're currently doing a massive giveaway, giving away booster boxes and tons of stuff as we get closer to 20,000 subscribers. It's my way of saying thank you, giving back to the community. Giving back sealed product that you guys can open. It's tough to find product on shelves or at an affordable price. So what better way than to get it for free? So yeah, check out the giveaway down in the description. I'll try and put it in the pinned comment or be at the end of the video as well. And then we have Prismatic Evolutions. PC ETBs right here. You can see now these ones have been hit hard with restocks, reprints, whatever you want to call them. We've gotten more resupply of these in recent times, and that has been one of the main factors that's driven these down. But we're starting to see them bounce back up recently, up 18%, going from just under 220 to over 260 currently. And this is another one that's going to start to uptick. Check out what we're seeing currently. Listed medium price, $369. And also this is one that has a really great promo, by the way. Going to continue to do well with that EV promo. But $369 is the median price. 141 boxes currently on TCG Player. Look how many sold in the past month, 236. So this is looking like one that might move a little quicker. And maybe, you know, just because of the restocks that we were getting, you can see right here, they're still down 20% on the 6 month. They were previously as high as $350. And you can see, obviously really, really high pre-release prices. But then when these came out, they dropped down to around 250, but then after release, dropped to 350, and they've been dropping ever since. And you can kind of see the ebbs and flows. They would start to run up, and then we would get a restock on the Pokemon Center, and then the price would drop, and then they run up, and then we get a restock. So that's what's been affecting the price and why it's been coming down when it comes to Prismatic. So we'll see if it can get back to this price of 350, 360. And essentially that would kind of be at an all-time high, surpassing these prices, because we're going to kind of ignore these insane pre-release prices. Those are really artificially inflated. So potentially getting back to an all-time high for this PC ETB for Prismatic would probably do really well. As we've seen, you know, as far as Prismatic goes, regular ETBs, tons of other product, tons of other packs entering the market for Prismatic, but maybe the PC ETBs have stopped. So that's something that, you know, may continue to go up. And then Surging Sparks, which I do think has another great promo. Also, once again, just unique artwork on the Elite Trainer boxes. Just wanting to point that out, that, you know, you got nice big artwork. It doesn't just say Pokemon trading card game and you have a little bit of artwork. These are the collector display pieces moving forward. I think a lot of people like the ETBs. Anyways, up around 6% in the past month. Starting to see some more movement here. You're seeing a similar thing. Listed median price around 250, which isn't like crazily above what we're currently seeing them at, but it's showing that these are going to continue to trend up in value. I do like the Magneton promo. It's tiny right here, but I do like that promo a lot. I think that one will perform well moving forward long term. So that's what we're currently seeing with Surging Sparks. And then Paradox Rift. Paradox Rift is one that's moving up. Now, Paradox Rift has two PC ETBs. I picked the one that was moving, that's a little bit more valuable, I think, currently, just by a few dollars. But check this out. Current market price at $152. Most recent sale, actually, at $199. So this is already becoming a $200 PC ETB, and lowest listeds are right at that price. And so once this chart updates, because it's showing 10% growth right now, going from 138 up to 150. But once these $200 sales log, this is going to be a pretty big gain as far as Paradox Rift goes for PC ETB. So Paradox Rift on the uptick. Journey Together is kind of flat in the past month. You know, not as strong of a set. Nice looking. Once again, though, you can't really put too much down on it. Like, just they're all unique designs as far as artwork goes and displayability. It is a nice looking ETB, definitely better looking than the booster box, but it's up on the 3 month, barely, pretty much flat on the 1 month. So we have seen after release, these did drop from 140 down into the 1 teens. And they've just been slowly moving up. I think that they will move up over time. It's just not as desirable of a set or of a ETB currently. But one thing that will play a factor is as everything else moves up, these will move up over time. Just they gotta go, well, what Journey Together? What about Journey Together? It's got to at least get to a certain price. So these will move up, being pushed up by the other boxes as we see insane prices. And people will speculate too. They'll go, okay, well, maybe I should pick up some Journey Together just because, you know, it's got to perform decent, right? So there'll be some people speculating with that. I'm not picking up any additional Journey Together PC ETBs, right? I got my I think just one. When they did the PCETB drop, that's all I got. I'm happy with it. I'm not loading up on these boxes personally. I think there's other better PCETBs to load up on. It's not like I'm picking Journey as the winner here, but listed median at 144. So it looks like continuing to, it will trend up over time, just a little more slowly. Stellar Crown even up 12% in the past month. I do like the Noctowl promo from this as well. So this one has been down more recently and pretty much even on the 6-month chart, but pretty affordable ETB. But once again, you're going to see listed median price. It's getting higher, 155. So trending upwards, people are listing them higher. So that's another trend that you're continuing to see. And then even Shrouded Fable moving up in value, currently about to break that $100 mark. So definitely maybe the least desirable, definitely unique looking with the color palette that they chose and everything, but they definitely just could have chose one or two more additional better Pokemon, I feel like, to make the set better. But anyways, even this PC ETB is moving up, currently up 17% in the past 3 months and another 4% in the past month. So like I said, this one's a slower uptick. I'm not saying to go hard on Shrouded Fable either, but it is moving up, trending upwards towards that listed median price of $125. Then we have Twilight Masquerade, up 20% in the past 3 months. Listed median, once again, similar trend. You're getting closer to $200. They're at $140 right now. We're not gonna spend too much time on this box, but up almost 9% in the past month. And then Temporal Forces right here. This one is, now we're starting to get into some of the weaker performing boxes currently. This is the Walking Wake version. It's pretty much flat over the past month, around $164. But what you are seeing is listed median price overall, trending upwards towards $200. So once again, that shows that people are listing them higher. Now, whether they're going to sell at that price, you can see this one doesn't sell very much. There's only 8 sold in the past month. Not that many people going for this box currently. So just keep that in mind as well. One of the, just not as performing as well. But yeah, that's what we're seeing with Temporal Forces. We'll move on from that. Showing you all the boxes, right? And then here's another one that is on the downtick right now a little bit. And obviously we chose the Miraidon box here. Scarlet and Violet base has 2, but Scarlet and Violet's actually down in the past month, just a little, around 2.4%. But you will see the overarching trend here is that the listed median price is at 267. So these probably will continue to go up over time. We just need more sales and more time to happen, more time to pass rather. So that's what we've been seeing. The 3-month chart kind of down around 3% as well. But definitely up over time, up pretty massively, 140% from $87 to now over $200. So, but yeah, just a little bit of a fall off when it comes to what we've been seeing. Not too bad though, since about March. 217 was the peak, so they haven't really come down too much more off of that. But that's what we're seeing with Scarlet and Violet base. So that's pretty much all of the PC ETBs. Just kind of showing you that it's not every single one, but it's the majority of them are up right now, and they're pretty much across the board trending up when it comes to that listed median price on TCG Player. And then we haven't really had enough time pass to really talk about Black Bolt and White Flare, but we'll put it on here just so you guys can take a look at it, because we are seeing listed median price being listed higher. They're being $246 and 405 sold in the last month, but this also includes release. So it's just not enough time has passed, but they have gone up from a low of 146 up into around 170, 180. They'll probably continue to rise in value as well. Like I said, like everything else, just need some more time to sell through some of these. Only 58 currently of Black Bolt listed on TCG Player. And then lastly, now obviously this is a little bit more of the exception. This falls into the realm of like the best box from an era, but just to show you kind of where Team Up is at. The Team Up Elite Trainer box right here, currently it's just been going up and up recently, just from even the beginning of this year. We had in January, this box right here was under 1,000, and now we're seeing over 2,000. The last sales are 2,000, 2,200, 2,300, one as high as 2,750. And these are confirmed eBay sales right here. So that's what we're seeing as far as elite trainer boxes and where they can go. Once again, this is just a regular elite trainer box of a great set though, right? So Team Up performing very well, similarly to your Evolving Skies, similarly to your 151 of Scarlet and Violet. So just showing though, and there's other, obviously we could pull up a ton of other elite trainer boxes, older elite trainer boxes that have pretty crazy values just moving forward. So, you know, there definitely is room for the Scarlet and Violet era boxes to continue to go up, but it is interesting thinking that we have the regular ETBs, but we also have the PC ETBs, and they're just more rare, more limited in production, in printing, how many exist. So that'll be something that really just tax on like an extra like luxury fee to the box, if you will, moving forward. So this was kind of a long deep dive into elite trainer boxes, specifically Scarlet and Violet, but I was just checking the market today, looking around, and I was just noticing. It started with I went to Destin Rivals first, and I saw how much the PC ETB was up, and then I started going, is everything else going up? And I knew 151 PC ETBs were going up, so I just kind of wanted to check everything, and that's kind of what I stumbled across, and that's kind of why I was like, okay, well, let's just talk about that for the video. So that's kind of just what happened as far as today goes. So yeah, a little bit different, and you know, also starting to finding myself. I've mentioned this in the past. Finding myself appreciating collecting sealed more, because when I was first getting into sealed, it wasn't for collecting at all, but I do like displaying them. And I wasn't big on ETBs. I'm like booster box, which I still like, because for me, I want to open booster boxes with the most packs and stuff, and that's the most fun. But you know, the more we go, the more ETBs are growing on me just for display purposes as well. Maybe I should rethink my backdrop a little bit. Maybe I kind of think I should add some more ETBs to the backdrop. I think that would look a little bit better. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I don't know. Maybe we'll get rid of this SPC. And we'll move some stuff over here. I could do some more ETBs along the bottom. I think that might look better. I might have to do that. Because yeah, the ETBs just pop, man. They look good. So anyways, that's my ETB rant video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. We're just going to end it. We're going to cut it. Catch you guys in the next one. And remember, it was never a phase.